Imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Mischa Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within. I have a little story where I was subtly reminded, well, not so subtly, my contempt prior to investigation or my know-it-all attitude in certain situations very subtly prevented the result I was hoping for. And I'm hoping this story you can use it and look at times in your life where you're like, oh yeah, that's super subtle. Yeah, there is a moment where my unwillingness to try something or to be open to a result or think I know the answer already, so I'm not going to do it, or I'm going to begrudgingly take action. Like how is that attitude slowing us down perhaps, or holding us back, or I don't know, keeping cool stuff from happening? So here's my little story. My mother was super. One of the really cool things with my mom is she liked really cool quality things. So if she got a little piece of art, it would usually be super cool quality, a little bit funky, but really lifetime. I don't know if lifetime, lasting, right? Like timeless, like I don't know. She just had this knack for that, and so this also could come to like her coffee maker, right? Like she'd pay a little bit more, but get the amazing coffee maker that just worked so beautifully, functional, just this sense of style too, and not to excess though, right? My mother she grew up in World War II in Germany. Her dad was killed in the war when she was 3 or 4 or 5 or some such thing, and so it wasn't like an frivolous extravagance. It was like this knowing of quality and goodness, but like along with temperance and appreciation, I guess is how I'd say it. But she at one point, God, it's got to be 25 or 30 years ago, got me these really amazing scissors for clipping your toenails and fingernails. This might sound crazy, but they were so good, and the quality was so good, and they just almost made it a treat, is all I can say. And I had these scissors for, I don't know, 30 years or maybe even more, and I finally effectively, wore them out. Like they didn't have that close scissor effect where the blades, still connect, so you'd have to like manipulate your fingers to get the the tension or whatever. But I liked the scissors so much, and if I would hold them just right, oftentimes they would still work, but it was not. They were failing more and more, and so I don't know, 5 years ago I started trying to find new scissors, and Target, And then, I don't know, other places like, the beauty store, and then Amazon. And I just kept on finding scissors that were not comparable at all. They just weren't comparable. And, you get tired of trying, right? I'm like, really? I'm going to waste another $10, $20, $30 on another pair of crappy scissors that won't live up to this standard of form and function. These things were freaking form. Form was cool. They were beautiful. I mean, if one was to have a pair of scissor, finger, and toenail clippers, these things were sexy. So, I even tried saving whenever I would end up in the emergency room at the hospital, I would, they'd be like, hey, you want the scissors for the stitches? Because I'm always seems getting stitches, crashing my mountain bike, or surfboard fins to the head, or insert my clumsiness here. It has been a while since I've gotten stitches, though. God, it's got to have been a few years by now. Yeah, perhaps it is. 2 years, maybe. I don't know. Doesn't matter. You get what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the surgical steel will work. No, those don't work either. And so, I recently was at Funnel Hacking Live in Florida, which was epic. So good. Ignited so much inspiration. But I had it in my head that, like, much of the stuff you buy at the airport gift shop, or at the hotel gift shop, you at the hotels or what have you, you can, if you forgot your razor blade, you can go get a razor blade, or you can get some dental floss or a mini toothpaste or whatever. And I just had it in my head that all those products like that at these stores were of inferior quality. And so I forgot my freaking fingernail clippers, and I'd like to, for whatever reason, some people, it doesn't matter. I like, maybe obsessively, to have a pair of fingernail clippers, and so funny. This is not woundy. This is full scar. This is just letting you know my humanness. But so I go to what was it called? The Gaylord Palms. The Funnel Hacking Live 2021 was at the Gaylord Palms, big convention center, like all self-contained. I don't know, there was 2,500 or 3,000 of us there, and other normal people were staying there as other conventions were going on. So this thing can handle, 3,000-4,000 people or something like that. And since it's in Florida, it's all enclosed. So it's environment. What's the environment? It's air conditioned. The perfect environment. And actually, much of it, they somehow let a lot of natural light in. Place is honestly pretty cool. A little dated, I'll say, but pretty cool. But I was really jonesing for my pair of scissors and missing them. And I was like, all right, let's go to the convention center gift shop and see what they got. And I stumble in there, begrudgingly, contemptuously, already knowing that there'll be nothing good. And you have the regular old, like, fingernail clippers, which I just don't like. Not after my mom trained me to like a little bit better. Oh my God, the amount of... I bought special, custom, it doesn't matter. And then there's a little pair of scissors. And I look at them. They're probably $5-10. I don't know. But I just hem and haw, and I'm like, not another pair of crappy scissors. I've invested, God, what seems like a small fortune in this stuff, and I went ahead and bought them. Get back to the room, thinking, I guess I have to suffer through this, and crack the package. Guess what? I stumbled across the best scissors ever. The perfect replacement pair. Unbelievable. And I guess my point is, you just never know. Keep an open mind. Where's the inspiration going to come from? Where's the nugget going to come from? Where it can come from the place that I think it's not going to come from. I was absolutely thinking, no way is this store going to have anything, and whatever I buy to suffice, I won't even worry about trying to get back in my, freaking toiletry kit on the airplane or whatever. And there it was. I guess so. The other main lesson, try and set aside contempt. Be open-minded. And then especially if you think, or I thought, keep trying. Keep trying, right? Keep trying. That's the other thing. I tried again. I was like, you know what? I'll try again. I'll throw caution to the wind. And the results were amazing. Anyway, funny little episode. In my meditation and writing in the morning, I was like, this is a really funny idea. And it was such a powerful moment for me when it happened. I just had to talk about it. Anyway, love to all. Bye.
Thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved one episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.